75. And the opening tap is controlled by the Badgers. Ada on the inside for BYU, who turns it over. Off and running, up and under, in the finish from Andrew Rohde. Love the freshman phenom, 21 of his 25 in the second half against UConn. Right, lob over the top. Ada in traffic, able to stick it in. Winter, offensive rebound, back to the well, and he drops it in.
That's where Wisconsin can really hurt you. They had the 7
transfer from Baylor. 2 minutes in. DeBonsa walled up. Outside, Baker coming off a big game. Scoring on the young year. DeBonsa's 3 rattles off.
I would be worried defensively if I was Wisconsin. Way too rhythmic of a look.
Deep in the timer. Right, jitterbugging. Saunders, his 3 is money.
That was
with 10 to shoot. They enter it in to Winter. It stays with the Badgers for BYU. DeBonsa draws a crowd. Extra pass. Wright gets a clean look. He delivers the 3.
That's the way they want it. Immediately, but from a confidence standpoint for Rob Wright, it's more about confidence for BYU, because you want to talk about taking pressure off everybody else. And if Tyler Morris is starting to make...
So, has Andrew Rohde on him, mid-post. See if he uses his length. Their turnaround, that is pretty.
You're so...
The rebound, AJ.
But I like that play from Blackwell. He's so good at playing off of 2 feet. He'll make that.
Saunders, stop and start. He burrows. He misses the tip-in on the follow. Hadim Boop, the redshirt freshman from the Senegal, puts it through. Quick rise 3, Carrington, buckets. You were an and one mixtape.
No, I was so far from that.
7 different BYU Cougars have scored, and it's been kicked. Blackwell on the trot. Drive and kick. A good look. Winter, 5th. Badger offensive rebound. Right, spin move. Step back. That is nice.
Now that's a guy that could be on
loose ball picked up by DeBonsa. BYU pushing tempo. Big steps and a foul on the floor for the Cougars. DeBonsa at the line, the 1-and-1, and he'll get the back end. Braden Smith, we know how good he is.
I think there's a really good chance at the 34 in Mississippi State. He was an All-American last season. Here's Rob Wright lob.
Quick hands. Wisconsin gets back on defense. 2-shot foul. He has made his first 5 free throws here.
Have to be elite. If he's 75% from the free throw line, he's averaging 20. Get Winter switched on to DeBonsa and see if they can draw fouls. Nice pass.
Underneath. Double pump in the finish from Diamande.
BYU is getting really clean looks. We're talking a lot about what Wisconsin needs to do on the offensive end, but
down to 7 on the shot clock. Back and forth. The dish underneath, and a foul on BYU. Blackwell rises for a 3 and drills it.
Needed that. Needed that from the junior. He was shooting the leather off the ball this season. 50% from 3 in those first 4 games.
DeBonsa, he counters with a trip. Badgers have missed a couple of free throws in this first half, very unlike Wisconsin.
He's going to go right over the top.
Elbow jumper, so smooth. Boop gambles for a steal. He has it, and a dunk. And he has 12. 3 for 5 from the field. He's hit a 3, and he's 5 for 6 from the foul line. Boyd,
ball pressure, because BYU is far too comfortable moving it wherever they want.
It's a 12-point cushion for BYU. Baker slithers in. 1 field goal. Loses it. Winter back to Blackwell. Turnaround. That is tough. Man. In this first half. Pirouetting right. Terminates. Saunders coasting. Banks it through.
Saunders, very job of getting to the free throw line. 5 of 6 from the line in the first half.
Rapp connects. Top run in charisma.
Is that true? Do we chart that? I don't have any credit.
Boyd. Carrington a three. Short. A run out. Saunders ahead. Lays it in. His final season of eligibility and averaged 20 points per game down the stretch in the last 11 a season ago. And here he is. Off the scuffle. Bangs it through. Lost the handle. Carrington circles. High off the glass. A miss. The tip in. +1. So has to get rid of it. 5 to shoot. Diamante's three. Rebound Saunders. And Saunders up to 11. 4 for 6 from the stripe.
How to draw that foul.
And Baker stays perfect. Baker, his first miss of the year. And that's... See if Blackwell can get on track in this second half. Draws a double team. Open three from the corner. It's down.
On the defensive end.
Badgers are 12-0 in the month of November over the last 2 seasons, tied with Oregon for the best mark in the country. That is an just the 4th 3 of the game for the Badgers. Wright navigates, feathers it in.
41% at Virginia last season, but he struggled a little bit this season to find his rhythm. Just 33% his first 4 games.
Baker powers in. This game just got flipped on its head. Bonsa on the bench with 4 fouls, pocket pass and a jam.
Wisconsin loves those empty side pick and roll actions.
Corner 3, Baker swirls it home.
11 points in this game for Baker.
Boyd muscles it up and in. How did he do that? Figures in 3 of his last 4. Wright loses the handle. Boyd 1-on-3 into traffic. And a foul called on BYU. BYU's made their last 3 field goals. A miss from Wright. Tap out saves the possession. A dish. Boyd with the left. Off the window. Some full court pressure from BYU. A trap on Blackwell. Gets it through. Extra pass. And Janicki lays it in.
Did 7.
No foul. Janicki a 3. It's down. And it's a 7. Janicki underneath. Spinning. Winter tips in his own miss.
It's one of the other.
Rob Wright initiates the offense. Saunders double pump. Slices through. Cato rips it away. BYU has weathered the Wisconsin storm. Monday headed to the line.
On the bench, and so far so good, right? You mentioned Wisconsin's only 2. You want to get a situation to where, okay, we feel good right now. And I think if you can get to you, Winter cannot get it going from 3. 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. Good split from Wright.
Saunders 3. He nails it.
16 for Saunders.
This was the 3rd foul. Splits the pair. The deficit is 15. And Wisconsin claims it. Badgers pushing tempo. Boyd 1-on-3 to the cup. And he delivers. Fantastic. And relief off the bench for BYU.
Going up.
Corner 3. Boop with the assist.
Offensive end. Sometimes you're playing in those NBA arenas, huge arena. Your depth perception is thrown off.
As in Salt Lake City. Shot clock at 6. A.J. Bonsa spinning on Blackwell. Gives it up. Saunders, an NBA range 3 is no. 23 points for Richie Saunders. 7 and change to go. Boyd powers it down and 1. Blackwell into the paint. Rebound. Got it around Blackwell, takes it away, and he lays it in. That is 12 points for John Blackwell today. Saunders pulls off
all season long. Perhaps this has been their best performance defensively.
DeBonsa.
Did you see that?
Draws a foul. DeBonsa putting on a show. Even
to those 4 fouls, he didn't force anything. He had a nice kick out for an assist.
Rotations for BYU.
Well, I think also when you're able to contain Nick Boyd off of the bounce, you know you're playing great defense because it's really
19%. And Winter will head to the line to
a top 5 team, with Final Four aspirations. If you're blowing out Wisconsin this early in the season, that's a pretty good sign. I would say offensively and defensively is a direct reflection of how good practice was after losing to UConn. As Kevin Young didn't go down. You and I did not expect this at all.
No.
I mean, it's not that we didn't expect BYU to score 93. Remember, a lot of new pieces. It's not the exact same team. You've got a ton of new faces and new roles for new players.
Wright has 10 points. 45 seconds to play here in Salt Lake City. A statement win for BYU. Carrington nails a triple. Featuring there's 3 games just today between Big 12 and Big 10 foes. Staten. McGhorn is through. 98 points for BYU. They win it 98.
An incredibly impressive performance on both ends of the floor by BYU. When we talk this afternoon, the rest of the season, this is 100% a Final Four caliber team. And DeBonsa and Saunders were elite all afternoon.